Yo guys, what is going on? I'm Braden, and CJ is on Skype right now, but you guys are listening to his audio,
Yo.
and this is the podcast crew. Now, this is our channel, the BNC Podcast, and yeah, so this is the new channel we started, because a lot of people actually fucking like the podcast now. So yeah, me and CJ, we started the channel, and we're doing podcasts now, CJ.
Yo.
Um, but anyway, today's topics are going to get super political.
Yeah.
it's going to be presidents, the next president, and gun control. So everybody, whip out your inner keyboard warrior because I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of comments about this video. So, CJ, I'm going to ask you a series of questions.
All right.
Who would you want for president? Donald Trump, Hillary Clinton, and I forget the dude's name, Johnson. I don't know his first name.
I'm all for Trump.
All right. So, what do you like about Trump?
What do
What do
I?
you think he does different other than Hillary Clinton and Johnson?
All right. Well, in the beginning of like all of the what would you say of like the running or what you would say
I
of all the
guess I don't know.
presidents?
Campaign.
Yeah, the campaign to the presidents. Well, right now it's come down to the main people of Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump. Donald Trump came out as the primary Republican, and Hillary took out
After everyone left.
yeah, and Hillary took out Bernie Sanders with the being the primary Democrat. Um,
Shockingly.
yeah, but yeah, the thing I like about Donald Trump is because where we're on all this debt, and he is like we're like the Trump Tower in New York. Like that right there is a like a business that he owns, and if he becomes president, then I'm gonna say more than likely where he knows business and where he's good with money and good with like negotiation with people to get and earn his money, then he can have like more business. Like he'll start out more business. Now a lot of people just think that where he talks about like deporting, like Mexicans and all that crap.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't want to deport every freaking Mexican that's in the
Just
U.S.
the illegal.
Yeah, just the illegal people that actually have no citizenship in the
Mm-hmm.
U.S. So,
Yeah. So, in a sense, I kind of agree with you on that one, but I like I like him as like a treasurer because the treasurers deal with a lot of money.
uh-huh.
I'm like, that'd be awesome if he was like a treasurer, but
Mm-hmm.
not like a freaking main president because that's kind of concerning. How a dude from like CBS is now like CBS fucking Celebrity Apprentice is now running our country, which is interesting. Like Hillary Clinton seems delusional, and she's a woman. Hey, by the way, breaking the podcast. Watch Hillary Clinton seizure right now. All right, so yeah, that was Hillary Clinton's seizure. So that was pretty awesome. But Hillary Clinton has bad health problems, and that's probably something you don't want in your president. And that seizure definitely proves something. And she's just not that smart. I don't think. I mean, she's all about increasing gun control and stuff like that, which is a later topic. What is it? It was increased border. It was like no. Um, yeah, what is it? Like Common Core. She likes Common Core, which is like stupid because it pins house people and like learning, like what like they're forced learning. She supports Obamacare, which is not the best thing in the world. Um, and yeah, she like likes drug test like I don't know what it is. It's like drug test welfare. Um, I do. That's like the only thing I like about it. She doesn't like drug test welfare,
Uh-huh.
and it's like it's because she just put no. But honestly, it's the libertarian or the unattached president, currently Johnson. I really like. It's because he he's smart in the sense of like for example, what was it? He gives you reasons why he says no, and they're like vivid, clear reasons. And he's like, drug test welfare, no, it's too expensive. So it's like at least he recognizes the money, but he's also like for marijuana, he's like, yes, but we're gonna house your asses in taxes, which
Yeah.
sucks for the people that don't do it. But it's like it helps the country out, I guess. But like for gay marriage, he's for it. I don't really give a shit about gay marriage. Like if you're happy, do whatever you do. Just don't come looking to me
Yeah.
for gay lovins. But like abortion, that's pro-choice. That's most of the presidents. Increased gun control, no. Like that's fucking good. Increased border, he's like no. Easier work for visa. That's very true, and it's a lot cheaper that way too. But like to be like Donald Trump and be like, I'm gonna build a wall.
uh,
Where are we gonna get the Where are we gonna get the money for this wall, Donald? Like I don't understand where you're pulling this money out of your ass. Like I give him props for like being a millionaire and shit, but he also lost a lot of money
uh,
doing stupid shit like hiring and firing people. But like Johnson, he just seems like an overall good dude. Like honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if either Hillary Clinton or Donald Trump drops out.
uh.
I think Donald Trump is like, I'm gonna stir up shit and then bail.
See here, like what I think about Trump, like I really do see good leadership to like where he has had his ups and downs
Yeah,
with
he's had his
bankruptcy.
moments.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, like where he's like he has been in bankruptcy, which is people do bring up a lot, But he's
yeah.
also bounced back, which shows like good leadership to actually come back and be back, from
Mhm.
your bankruptcy. You had to earn all that money back, and
That and he's not afraid of like burning people too,
yeah,
which is good and bad. Because it's like, hey Korea, fuck you. Next thing you
yeah,
know, we got ballistic missiles coming at us. That kind of sucks. I mean, that's like one thing I'm concerned about. Honestly, he'll just like try to do something radical,
yeah,
and he's like everybody says that he's racist. He's really not. I don't
no,
see it. Like I don't care for Donald Trump. Like fucking like him if you want. I don't care. But when it comes to like everyone bashing him because he's like a racist, he's really not a racist. He's only I wouldn't. Yeah, I
it's
mean, I wouldn't say completely correct,
hmm,
but it's not racist. Like
yeah.
he's just voicing his
He's
opinion.
just like the main thing I like about Donald Trump is that he doesn't go through the politically correct stuff, because that gets
Yeah,
that's
he
get
is a little bit
aggravating.
out of the box. Yeah,
Yeah, he likes to tell the truth, and I mean, a
hmm
lot sometimes it will really piss off a lot of people. It will offend a lot of people. Like I said earlier, like all the Mexicans and everything. Everybody wants to take up for everybody to stay in the country, but like I said, he doesn't want to deport everybody, because that's
yeah.
just the illegals. But the one thing I do worry about Donald Trump would be have to be like he does have a pretty bad attitude.
He has a
I'll give him
shitty
that
temper
I'll give
too.
him that one. So I mean, like
Yeah,
it would just really suck. It really would if he became president and there was some argument between him and another country, and one of our allies got into it, and then they realized that we were
yeah.
about to get fucked. So they were like, yeah.
See,
So the ally backs out of it, and then Trump
I'm
gets
worried about him ruining like allies with
yeah.
us because that's a very strong possibility. I think.
Yeah, and like it would just suck if he just lost his temper, and then it
hmm
was just automatic war.
Yeah, which is I think possible because if someone brings up bankruptcy to him, I heard he like that's the only thing he gets really upset about is like his bankruptcy
Yeah.
problems. But one thing I thought that was interesting for the military budget, this one is good and bad. For Donald Trump, he said increase the budget, which also comes in with like, okay, which one do you want to do? Increase the budget for the military, or fucking build a wall? It's like that's a lot of money to do both things. And then Hillary Clinton said current. That's okay, but it's still a lot of money. One thing I liked about Johnson though, he said decrease it. I'm sure he's not
Uh
gonna be like decrease it to like $100. Like good luck getting a jet ski for this much money. It's gonna be a reasonable price, I think. Because I mean, there was people in the military who were like saying, "We're just buying Blackbirds just to spend the money,"
yeah.
like, and that's money that could help with
Uh
debt
huh.
problems. And like if you go on, I'll put a link in the description. It's like debtclock.org, and it will show you how fast the country is losing money and how much we're up in debt. So that one is a weird one. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the description about who do you want for president, why. Honestly, I'm rooting for Johnson. He seems like a cool dude. He doesn't seem like a complete utter dumbass. I'm pretty sure only radical feminists like Hillary Clinton. But hey,
Uh
if you like Hillary Clinton, there you go. Have
huh.
fun with her. Um, and CJ's for Donald Trump by the sounds of it. So yeah. I guess now we're on the topic of gun control. This one should be an easy fucking topic for me. So do you wanna start out what you think about gun control?
A couple words. It's dumb.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of what it is. But it's like gun control for me. It was bringing up a bad topic here that some people might find a little bit upsetting and whatever. I do apologize for this. The
Uh,
Orlando shooting. Um, the dude was on a terrorist watch list. He was not allowed to leave the country or even get on an aircraft, and but yet he was able to pretty much, if he wanted to, walk into Walmart and buy a gun. Like, so if you're on a terrorist watch list, that guy should have gun control, not the whole fucking world.
yeah.
It's only if you're being watched, I think you should be on a little bit more strict vision, and you shouldn't be able to buy. You shouldn't be able to have so much freedom on your right to bear arms, should I say? Um, that's what I think pretty much of it. Like everybody, I'm cool with having guns as long as you're not like shooting people and causing shit.
Uh,
If you're just smart with it, like home defense and stuff, or just shooting just to shoot for the hell of it, go for it. Like I love shooting. Shooting's fun, but it's making it harder to get like AR-15s now.
um.
Like one of the most popular guns is nearly impossible to legally own like freely.
Uh.
Uh,
Just the thing that really aggravates me is like when people do support gun control, like when they're like, "All right, yeah, we definitely need it," you know. It's just like, and this is probably, I don't know if it's a mainly used example or if it's really not. I know it was like maybe a couple years ago, but I'm not sure if anybody brings it up now. Um, but it's just like, I don't know. Like they want to say that we need gun control to get rid of the bad guys having the guns,
yeah,
and it's just it. I mean, it might work for a couple guys not to have the gun, but you like if I mean like drugs are illegal and all this other crap's illegal, but all the bad guys still get away to get it or do it. I mean, if they ban like I saw a video if gun control would happen, this guy made I'm not sure if you saw it or not, but this guy he had a pipe and
yeah,
yeah, and he just put a 12 gauge bullet down in there and slammed it down and the bullet went off. I mean, if somebody really, really wanted to do something, it's just that simple.
yeah. And
Um,
those things don't come with serial numbers, so they're impossible to
yeah.
track. So yeah. One thing that I thought that was interesting, bringing back up the presidents again, for marijuana, it was all of them said pretty much legalize it, or well, Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump said medical, and Johnson said legalize it. But with Trump and Johnson, the only thing that's kind of interesting is they say legalize it, but no gun control. So it's like sometimes I feel like people do stupid shit when they get high, and then they're gonna start shooting up places
Uh,
because just like, yeah, I'm
yeah.
bait. I'm gonna rob some store.
Yeah, like, see, I think that we should go from the examples as the other states that have it legalized. You should go from
Yeah,
the example and see if the crime rate went up or down, and then
that's like in
and like
that's like
slow
in
and like slowly just slowly do it by state, and if it gets
yeah,
to a ridiculous point, then just re
yeah,
illegalize it, even though it may look bad. But I
yeah,
mean, just look how fast things come up and they go away. Like the whole Ebola thing, it was like what here for
mm,
like 2 3 weeks and it went away. Nobody talked about it.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's just something that's gonna come up and everybody's gonna bitch about, and then it's just gonna go away.
Mm. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be an interesting one. Um, I don't know. I know a lot of people are like, no, no one should legally own a gun. And keep in mind these people are absolutely retarded, so I don't even think legally own a or legally or illegally own a gun. So they're just saying, no, I don't have a gun. Nobody else can have a gun, and it's kind of fucking upsetting because like those people actually are listening to other people that are like, no, nobody should have a gun ever.
Yeah,
And it's a little bit, it makes people pissed off, but it's like, as long as you have a gun, it's not like the government's gonna come knocking on your door being like, hey,
yeah.
put your gun in this sack, and it's ours now.
I mean, like if you
It's
just really play out the whole scenario in your head or anything, like it's just impossible for that to really kind of happen. I mean, if you send really if you send martial law, everybody's going to take off and run,
Yeah.
and they're always going to take their guns.
Yeah.
And I just
Either that or they're going to start making them.
yeah, and then what's going to really? I mean, if you watch some of these TV shows, people make their own guns, they make their own bullets. I mean, there's just going to be no
Yeah.
way to stop it. And if you can go knocking
Yeah.
on their door, they're not going to have a problem to defending their amendment, the Second Amendment. And in the amendment, it says it's not to be infringed, which means not to be really like fucked with.
Pretty
And
much.
yeah, I just don't really see like what the if it's in the amendment, it's not to be infringed. Then I don't see why people want to make the biggest deal of it and try to mess with it.
Make it a problem.
Yeah,
pretty much. I'd like to have Demolition Ranch with us right now. Have you watched his channel?
Who?
Demolition Ranch?
No.
Oh my god, it's good. But he makes these, like, pretty much homemade shotgun shells, and he hollows them out with all the pellets. And he puts in, like, nails and shit. So it's like, you have gunpowder, you pretty much have a bullet.
Yeah.
As long as you have something else as a projectile for the gunpowder, you pretty much have a gun.
Yeah.
And it's just a matter of lighting the gunpowder and shooting the projectile at a target, pretty much. It's not too hard to think about, and people are like, no. But then you also have people, I know Vice, I watched the whole thing, it was so good. It was like 2 hours and like 40 minutes. I watched the entire thing on 3D printing, and these guys are like 3D printing these, like, are so easy, because with 3D printers you can use like metal.
Yeah.
It comes out and it's like these exact edits of lower receivers, and lower receivers is like an 80% of an AR-15, and they can print them out without serial numbers, and they actually shoot live ammunition, and it's fucking absolutely crazy. They build a full AR-15s out of 3D printers, and it's like, god damn.
Yeah, and like, I don't know why I want to say this, but like it just came up in my mind. Back to presidents real quick. Just a quick thought. I was just now thinking about Donald Trump, and everything that,
Yeah.
Mainly a lot of presidents really don't focus on the small things in the country. They want to focus on the big things to make the country better. Like Trump says, make America great again. But what most people don't realize, you have to start out with baby steps instead of, wanting to correct the biggest problem right when you get in office. And, coal going on right now. All the freaking jobs are getting laid off, and there's getting a lot of pissed off people.
That's one thing I liked about Johnson too. He supports a lot of coal, and he's like talking about reopening these coal places.
Yeah, and like Trump, he even made it directly out to West Virginia that he wanted to bring back the coal mines, and because he realized that the miners were losing their jobs, and America needs jobs because we can't have a whole bunch of homeless people running around.
Exactly. That, and it's like Bernie Sanders also mentioned it too when he came actually to Morgantown at the waterfront. He talked about, because I mean, even too, if you just mention coal and how you like coal, like, yeah, I like coal because it's black.
Yeah, boom.
They're gonna be like, fucking vote. I'm gonna vote for that guy just because he says I like the color of coal.
I like the color of coal.
As long as you don't like say, yeah, I don't like coal, or like, hey, we're gonna shut down coal plants, you're not. You're pretty much getting a vote. If you say, yeah, hey, we're gonna reopen this bitch, you gotta vote.
Yeah, I mean,
there's a lot
really,
of coal miners in West Virginia.
They're just trying. It's just a really hard situation because anyone could go in and run for president as long as you ain't got no fucking ridiculous criminal background and all this good stuff.
As long as you're like a super Christian and are like 30 something at least.
And like it's just. If you go in and you go into West Virginia and you're like, that's where coal's going bad, then you're going to be like, okay, well, all I got to do is talk about coal and I can win these guys' votes over. And you can go into the next state and find out what their problem is and say you want to help support it, and then boom, you got those guys.
And that's kind of just like, it's like YouTube clickbait is exactly what it is, but verbal. Verbal vote bait.
It's like, it's just really hard, and you're just going to have to see who you trust the most out of everybody. Because
in the sea of all these, like in the campaign, there's just a sea of lies, and you just have to figure out which one. Okay, this could be true. This could not be true.
Yeah, you just really have to play out the scenario in your head to see if that can actually happen.
Yeah, and it's like, see what's realistic.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, there's a lot of stuff that I could cover about this, but I think we're gonna call it.
All
You wanna
right.
call it, CJ?
Well, that has been it for the first podcast for this channel.
Yeah.
I hope you guys like this, and hopefully you guys like how me and Braden made this channel for it.
Yeah.
So guys, if you basically know anybody from either my fan base or Braden's fan base, make sure you guys get them over here, because this is definitely going to be an interesting channel, as you guys can already tell.
If you put in the comment section, if you put a comment, just put down either HTR or BDL, and that will let us know which channel you come from.
Yeah.
So we'll make that interesting.
That'd be good.
There's gonna be a lot of people coming from your channel, CJ. I'm just
I
gonna
have a
say
feeling.
that. But yeah, that's me, Braden. I'm done. I'm out of this.
And they say if we'll only avoid any confrontation with the enemy, he'll forget his evil ways.